plaintiff, Stephanie Ortiz, went to elementary school with the defendant, and years later, after reconnecting, he hit on her, despite the fact that he had a girlfriend. Stephanie claims the defendant even tried to hit on her last night, and she's suing him for the cost of Disneyland tickets. Defendant Ray Bernal says when he met Stephanie, she was a loudmouth and a bully, and he insists she's the one who came to his hotel room last night. Ray believes Stephanie is suing for more than he owes.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, so I've known Ray since 2006. We went to elementary school together. After elementary, we both went to different school. We reconnected in 2017 where he invited me out and he invited me for some drinks, and one of those times he put his hand on my thigh. I had to remind him that he had a girlfriend, and he's invited me out a few times, and just last night he tried to get at me.
Well, can you blame him? Don't you think you're a pretty lady?
Can't blame him, right?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But if he has a girlfriend, then you're helping her, right? Just tell him that. I'm trying to keep you strong. All right. But last night, what did he do exactly last night? I want to hear this.
Well,
he knocked on the door, he called you,
no,
he said, hey, we're here in Chicago. Let me fill on that thigh. What did he say? So what did he say? What did he do last night to come on to you?
We hung out, we went to a bar, you know, and I had a drink and he was just trying to hug me. I'm like, you're killing my game right now. Like, keep your hands to yourself, you know? So.
All right, you tell me about this.
Your Honor, I've known Stephanie since elementary school. Back then, she was pretty loudmouth, kind of annoying.
Still am.
She was a bully back then.
Still am, and you're still trying to get at it.
As you can tell.
What happened last night then?
Well, last night, Your Honor, we hung out. She came over to my room. We hung out.
And he was on his underwear.
You missed that part. Did you go over to his room?
Yeah, and he was on his underwear knowing I was coming over. Like,
why were you going over to his room?
To eat my pizza.
At what time?
It was like early. It was
at
like
9
8
p.m., Your Honor.
It was not 9. It was like at 8.
Okay, and they don't have napkins in your room for your pizza?
Not yesterday. Not yesterday.
The man suddenly harassing you. You up in his room. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Last night, actually, I didn't expect her to come for like maybe an hour or two. That's why I was in my underwear. I was just relaxing, watching Game of Thrones.
He knew.
Hope she didn't have on lingerie.
No, Your Honor.
No, and if I did, he wasn't gonna see it.
There you go. Now, that's a good answer. If you're going to a man's room, make sure you don't have lingerie with you. He will definitely get the wrong idea, and he will make a move. So what did happen?
We just talking, socializing, and just planning on what we wanted to do.
That's before or after the bar? Obviously.
That's before the bar.
All right, so no hitting on in the room.
Yeah, he was still trying to get at me. Like,
sober.
And he's like, come lay on the bed. I'm like, no, I'm good eating my pizza on the table. Yeah, so.
All right. Did you get up and leave at that point? You should have.
I mean, I believe it.
You knew his intentions, and you're there in his room, and he's asked you to get into bed with him.
Yeah, so I kept my distance.
All right. And what happened after getting drunk? Did you again hit on her?
No, Your Honor. We went to the bar, and first we didn't go together to the bar. I went by myself.
Let's just get out the way. Do you like her?
No, Your Honor.
Lies.
You don't like her?
No, Your Honor.
You don't want to date her?
Your Honor, I'm a guy. So if a guy, if there's a female in my hotel room, what else am I gonna do?
Okay.
If she's fully clothed and she says she's there to eat pizza, you're gonna eat pizza with her. And
she didn't bring me none.
No.
It's okay.
Let me hear from you on the refund that you're suing him for.
So he sold me some Disneyland tickets that were used.
When?
On March 10th.
That were used?
They were used. Like, I didn't find out till I got to Disneyland and they weren't scanning. They were. I was there and they weren't scanning.
Please tell me you didn't have your children or some children.
I had my son and I had my cousin, and he knew we were coming over, and he knew we were coming over that date. And so he told me call me if anything's wrong. So I kind of feel like he knew something was
Right.
already wrong, you know?
That's the overlay.
Yes, yes. And so I had to purchase the tickets. I wasn't gonna just tell my son, no, something happened, we can't go.
Right.
Like, you know, I had to like take him already. I was there. I drove like 40-minute drive out there for a good time, you know? And so I reached out to him and I told him, hey, Ray, send me a clear picture of the barcode. You know, they're not, and it's not the first time I purchased tickets like from him for Disneyland, you know? So I trusted him. I
Did they work last time?
Let her finish.
I trusted him, you know? And that's what hurts me more, that I trusted this person
So
and
when you
he
called
screwed
him and
me
you told
over.
him the bar code wasn't working.
Yeah,
what'd
so
he
he's
say?
like, hold up, I'm on the phone with Disneyland. I didn't tell him they were used. I didn't tell him like something was wrong besides the barcodes
But yet
were
he's
blurry.
already on the phone
Yes,
with Disneyland.
yes, so that was kinda
Just so
weird.
happened.
So he told me he was gonna pay for the full price tickets plus reimburse me my $100 that I paid him. And so when I kept asking him for my money, because I used my car payment money for it, you know, I told him, hey, like I need to pay my car, I need the money, when can we meet up? And I could go to your house and pick up the money, you know? And so he's like, tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow came and he always had an excuse. He had an excuse for everything.
Okay.
He wouldn't show up. I live in Diamond Bar. He lives in like a 40-minute drive from me, you know? So I was driving out there and he was leaving me out there. So I wasted time too. I wasted gas. So he played me for full and that's why we're here today.
All right. Sir, please tell me that you didn't let this woman's children down intentionally, knowing that she was taking them to Disneyland and giving them
No, Your
fake
Honor.
tickets.
Like she
I
said,
know you're not that low.
Like she said, this
she
is
is
the first time. And last time we went, I actually, you know, I was working at Disneyland.
Last
And
time?
The last time.
That's a beautiful thing.
The last time that she stated, you know,
That's a
and I told her,
beautiful thing.
and I told her, you're not. And
Now, what happened this time? What happened?
Your Honor, I was under the impression that the tickets were fine.
Where'd you get that impression?
Because
You bought them
Yes.
as typically people
yes,
do?
Yes,
Where's
Your
his
Honor.
proof?
I bought them.
Okay. And what did you find out happened?
Well, like she said, when she called me, she said she was at the park. I went ahead and I called Disneyland customer service, and they told me they were used previously, and they were used the weekend before that, and I had no idea. So I tried. That's where it comes in when I told her, you know what, you know, I feel really bad about this. Obviously, like you said, Your Honor, her kids felt bad.
Do you
her
know
cousin-
who used them?
Yes.
Maybe I'm missing something. Both of them were on barcodes. How? Pardon?
I have them right here. I have the copy right here. I got the receipt.
I guess what I'm saying, how can he give both of you all the same tickets? Is it by
email.
phone?
He emailed me the 3 tickets.
And he had already emailed the 3 to
And so what I realized, they all have the same barcode. But as you scroll over, the barcode gets blurry.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, I guess I see it now. And you're saying he emailed these same barcodes to a person
Yeah.
earlier that week.
Well,
And-
he just mentioned that the tickets were used the
Right.
weekend before that.
Correct.
So when he sold me those tickets, they had already been used.
Right.
Exactly. So he just said that right now. And
Yes, Your Honor, but I had no recollection that they were actually used. I had no idea.
You have no idea how they got the barcode or the tickets.
Well, at the moment, she wasn't my girlfriend. It was this girl I was talking to, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna take you to Disneyland with your daughter. Okay, I bought the tickets, and they were on her email. And I asked her, you know, forward me the tickets, because you know, obviously.
That's the girl. How about her? How did they get to her?
I forwarded them to her
Why?
because I sold them to her
I
for
thought the
$100.
girl was going to use them. You didn't.
We what's it called? We had a fallout, and we.
So you didn't know whether she's
much
going to use them or not.
He's the
Yes,
What
Your
you
Honor.
did know is that you gave them to her,
Yes, Your Honor.
and then you gave them to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your defense to not paying her?
I don't agree that I should pay the full amount for the
Why?
tickets. Because Your Honor.
Who should?
Well, I mean, she, you
Probably
know,
the girl.
you know, when it comes to responsibilities, she has a kid. I would choose my responsibilities, aka my car payment, to pay for my car payment, not for Disneyland fun.
Okay,
That's called
not to get
responsibilities.
ripped off by
Okay.
you. You are as low as I thought. $675 is your judgment.
I've been
Separate
doing
ways.
me, and that's how it's gonna continue to be.
Yeah, just go our separate ways and do my thing.